In this video, we shall learn all the major plateaus of the world. To begin with North America, it is the Colorado Plateau. The Colorado Plateau is the largest plateau of North America and has an area of about 3.37 lakh square kilometers. It is located along the western slopes of Rocky Mountains in its southern portion. The plateau is almost dissected into northern and southern half by Colorado River that flows in the westward direction. The river has carved out the deep gorge called the Grand Canyon. Another plateau in the Rockies is named as the Columbia Plateau. Rocks in this area are formed as a result of outpouring of lava. They attain a thickness of few thousand meters. Both these plateaus are intermontane plateau. That is, they lie between the mountains. The plateaus located along eastern and western slopes of Appalachian Mountains are basically the Piedmont Plateaus. The one located along the western slope is called Appalachian Plateau, whereas the eastern one is called the Piedmont Plateau. The Piedmont Plateau extends from the Appalachian towards the Atlantic coast. It covers an area of about 2 lakh square kilometers. It is characterized by low rolling hills with height ranging from 250 to 300 meters. In Canada, we have the Laurentian Plateau. It is also known as the Canadian Shield. And when we come to the central part, we have the Central Mexican Plateau, also known as the Mexican Altiplano. It is a large arid to semi-arid region. Now this plateau occupies much of the northern and central Mexico. Now we come to South America. In South America, the Andes mountain contain within its ranges a number of intermontane plateaus. The second highest plateau in the world, next only to Tibet, is located in Andes mountain. It is known as the Altiplano Plateau. Its average height is about 3,750 meters. It is much smaller in its extent compared to the Tibetan Plateau. Besides these intermontane plateaux from Andes, South America has three major plateaus that are located in the eastern region of the continent, and these are: first one, the Guyana Highlands, the Brazilian Highlands, and the Patagonian Highlands. Now these highlands are much older than the Andes mountains. The Guyana and the Brazilian Highlands are separated by the Amazon River. The highest peak in the Guyana Highlands rise to a height of about 2,810 meters. Due to the moist climate and high relief, the region has a number of waterfalls. The highest waterfall in the world, the Angel Falls, is located in this region. It has a free fall of about 802 meters. The Brazilian Highlands spread over an area of about 45 lakh square kilometers. The altitude of these highlands ranges between 300 to 1,500 meters above sea level. Highlands of Argentina are located to the southwest of Brazilian Highlands. These are also called the Patagonian Highlands. Now the next one, we come to Europe. European continent does not have extensive plateaus. Important plateaus of Europe are Central Massif, Meseta, Romanian Plateau, and the Central Russian Upland. The Central Massif is located in eastern France. It consists of a series of small plateaus. The average height of this plateau ranges from 200 to 300 meters. Meseta is located in Iberian Peninsula and covers almost half of Spain's land. The plateau slopes in the north-south direction. The height in the north is around 250 meters and in the south it drops down to about 200 meters. Romania region consists of two separate plateaus. One of them occupies northern slopes of Carpathian Mountains, while the other extends east of these mountains towards the Black Sea. The central Russian highland is a low-level plateau. It is an undulating region reaching a height of about 200 meters. It is detached from any mountain system of Europe and it rises above the eastern plains. Next one is the plateaus from Asia. Now, Asia has a number of plateau areas spread in different parts. Starting from Anatolia in western extreme of the continent, we come across major plateaus like the Arabia, the Deccan Plateau, Tibet in Central Asia, Yunnan, Shan, Mongolia, Siberia, etc. Now we shall seek some information about some of these plateaus. Now let us understand these plateaus in detail. So the largest among these is the Tibetan Plateau. It is located between the Kunlun in north and Himalaya mountains in south. Tibet is the largest as well as the most elevated plateau. It is also described as the roof of the world. It has an elevation of about 4,500 meters above sea level and it covers an area of about 25 lakh square kilometers. It stretches from about 1,000 kilometers in north-south direction and about 2,500 kilometers in east-west direction. The Tibetan Plateau contains the world's third largest store of ice. It forms the part of southwestern China. Extensive portion of the plateau is in permafrost conditions. The marginal areas have some frost-free period where steppe type of vegetation can be seen. This supports the nomadic tribes and it has large brackish water lakes. It has many glaciers providing water to many rivers which originate here. As a result of global climate change, the glaciers in the region are retreating fast. Now the Ladakh Plateau in Jammu and Kashmir state of India is actually a physiographic extension of the Tibetan Plateau. The next major Central Asian intermontane plateau is the Mongolian Plateau with Altai Mountains in the south and Siberian Highlands in the north. It includes the Gobi Desert as well as the dry steppe region. Then the Central Siberian Plateau. It is located in North Asia. It occupies the area between Yensai and Lena rivers. Putoran mountain limits its extent in the north and its southern limit is defined by Shan and Baikal mountains. Its highest peak reaches a height of about 1,700 meters. It will be interesting to note that the Siberian Plateau and adjoining Siberian plains to its west are known for having extensive areas of basalt rock formation. These are known as Siberian traps. Yunnan Plateau is located in southwestern part of China. Yunnan Plateau has two distinct areas such as internal high plateau where the average height exceeds 2000 meters and the peaks rise over 3700 meters above sea level. The outer part of the plateau is an area of rolling hills and deep gorges carved by rivers. Shan Plateau of Myanmar is a physiographic continuation of the Yunnan Plateau. Outside the central mountain of Asia, we have the plateau that is the Deccan Plateau of India and the Arabian Plateau. To study all the plateaus of India in detail, please follow the link that is given below. Now we come to the next continent and that is Africa. Here the first plateau is the Ethiopian Plateau or the Ethiopian Highlands. The average elevation of the plateau ranges between 1000 to 1000 meters and the plateau consists of a number of ranges, tablelands and depressions running in north-south direction. In the northern part, two lines of depression exists. These two further converge and extend as a single depression. They form a part of the most striking feature of the Eastern Africa, the Great Rift Valley. The portion of this Rift Valley are occupied by lakes. The parallel depressions and ranges are results of widening of the rift system. There is a general agreement among the geologists that the rift is representing a new plate boundary as a spreading site pushing the Somali Peninsula towards east. The South African Plateau. Now this extends from 10 degrees south latitude in southern direction. It is bounded by a continuous stripes of flat lands on three sides. that is west, south and east. These are separated by steep slopes descending towards the ocean. It has number of peaks rising over 1000 meters. The highest peak is about 2156 meters. The central part of the plateau is occupied by Kalahari Desert. The extreme south of the plateau is occupied by high veld, the high altitude grasslands. Next one, the Ogor Plateau, also spelled as the Ogor, is a large plateau in the north center of the Sahara on the Tropic of Cancer. It lies to the south of Algeria. Finally, we come to the Plateau of Australia. More than half of Australian continent is occupied by highlands that spread in the central and the western part. It is the area of Australian Shield. It is composed of very old crystalline rocks. And Australia has the great Western Desert. Thank you for watching.